Hey guys, welcome to 2020. This is my first video of the year. So I just went on vacation, I just got back, and before I went, I posted a video on my story of what products I was bringing with me and how little makeup essentially I use on a day-to-day basis. So I just wanted to make a little video kind of because I got some questions and just show you, yes, I can do my makeup in under 5 minutes. And I wanted to show you guys how. So this is the routine that I use every day before I go to work. I work as an RVT, which is like being a nurse, but for animals. I wear scrubs all day, but it is still nice for me to go to work and feel like I put a little bit of effort into my appearance. So this is something that I can do every morning. I don't have to wake up super early to do this, so it's pretty attainable. So this is what I do. So first thing I did was wash my face. Very important to wash your face twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. And it's really nice to put makeup onto a clean face. You're not gonna get that uneven look, and it's better for your overall skin health. So I washed my face and then I did my normal moisturizing routine. So I start with my Monat Skin Revitalizing Essence. This is kind of like a toner, it just helps prep my skin for my moisturizer. So the next thing I use is my Eye Smooth. So this is an eye cream, and I'm just applying that just underneath where I get the puffiness and the dark circles. So I use that. And then I finish it off with my Be Gentle face moisturizer. So this is just an all over face moisturizer. For me, I have more dry skin, so it is a little bit more nourishing and it just creates a really nice soft template for me to put my makeup onto. Okay, so that is what I do first. Now, makeup. So I start with my bronzer. So this is from the Body Shop, and I use the shade Medium Matte. So this is, as it says, a matte bronzer, and it's just kind of a light color. So I'm just kind of dabbing my brush onto that. I'm gonna give it a little blow, and I just apply this pretty liberally onto my cheek area. So this just helps kind of matte my face out so that I'm not shiny. It just gives a little bit more color back into my cheeks. So I'm a little bit more tan right now than I would be just because I was on vacation, but usually I'm pretty pale, and so this just kind of helps me have a little bit more color in my face. Okay, so pretty liberal. So cheeks, forehead, nose. Okay, that's done. I don't really put it on my chin. I just don't think that I need that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my highlighter. So I use Tarte. So this is like a 3-in-1 highlighter. It's called Skin Twinkle, and it's a palette. So there's 3 different colors here. Clearly, I use this one a lot. So this is the one that I use for my cheeks. So I'm going to take my brush. If anyone needs brushes, Real Techniques is cruelty-free, and they have really cheap brushes that are actually pretty great. So I'm going to use this one for my highlighter. So I'm just going to apply that just onto my cheekbone. Okay. So just do that to both sides. I love highlighter. I think it's probably one of my favorite makeup products. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm going to take my lighter of the highlighters, and this I actually just sweep right over top of my eyes. I kind of use it right up to my brow bone. It's really subtle, so I don't really need to be too exact with it. And this just helps brighten up my eyes. And it's just a really fast way to apply it. No eyeshadow needed. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to take this same light color that I just put on my eyes, and I'm going to just swipe that down my nose as well. Awesome. Okay, so highlighter done. Now, the fastest part of my routine is probably my eyes, because I really just use one product. As you can see, I use it a lot. It's almost gone. It is just an eye, like an eyeliner or eyeshadow pencil in Cashmere. And this I'm just swiping right across my eyelid. Again, because it's such a light color, I don't need to be super exact. I'm not going for a super fine line. I'm just going to add a little bit of color just to my eye area. Okay. So now, if I did get it anywhere that I don't want it, I can just kind of give it a little rub it in. Okay. Awesome. So, next, mascara. So, to be honest, in the morning, I usually do this part of my makeup, and then I do the mascara in the car, either on the way to work or when I get to work. So, now this mascara is by a brand called Essence, which is also a cruelty-free brand. Most of my makeup, or almost actually all of it probably, is cruelty-free, which is really nice. And this is a really cheap makeup line. When I went to the States last, I think I got 4 mascaras by this company, and I think I spent like $8 in total. They're really cheap and they're pretty good. So mascara is one of those things that, you know, dries out pretty easily. You shouldn't keep your mascara along for too long, just because you can, they fill up with bacteria. So you want to make sure you're changing your mascara pretty regularly. So this is probably the longest part of my makeup routine, which is why I usually do it in the car. Because I really like mascara and I want my eyelashes to be nice and separated. Now I used to put mascara on my bottom lashes as well, but I don't tend to do that anymore. I just think it made my eyes, I don't know, they stood out a little too much. So, and I think you really noticed how round they were, and I don't necessarily want super round looking eyes. I want them to just look open. So that's pretty good for the mascara. Try to make sure it's not very clumpy, and that they're all defined and separated. Okay, so that is it. Lip chap. I always start my day with lip chap. Where I work, the air is pretty dry, so I like to make sure I start my day with lip chap, because usually I get too busy and then I don't have time to apply it throughout the day. So this is actually a lip chap that I got at a lavender farm that's about half an hour away from my house, called Terre Bleue. Yeah, so it's just like a nice lavender and mint lip balm, which is nice because I got to support local, and it's now one of my favorites. So if I was not going to work and I was, you know, going to the mall or, you know, going to hang out with family or something, I would probably do my eyebrows as well. So this is my favorite eyebrow kind of marker. It's not really a marker. It's like a, I don't know, like a gel. It's called Busy Gal Brows. Again, this is by Tarte, which is another cruelty-free company and vegan. And I got the color Ash Blonde because I do have very light hair, as you can see. So for this, it's really just a pencil. You're kind of drawing it on like a pencil, and then it's just like a light gel that kind of coats your eyebrows. And there's this new thing that people are getting done called a brow lamination, and it's kind of like making your brows look more fluffy and full. And I found that I can kind of cheat this effect with this product. So I can put on the first coat, and then I just kind of give it a second, and then I go over them again. So right now they're pretty smooth, but if I go over them again, I can actually like fluff them up. And I can kind of make them look nice and fluffy and a bit more full, if you can kind of see. So again, not something I'm doing on a regular basis, but say I was like going out for dinner with my family, with my husband, or, you know, going shopping or something, I'd probably play around with my makeup a little bit more. So yeah, you can have pretty nice fluffy brows. So that is it. So that is all the products that I use. I like being able to use one product for multiple things. So that's why this Skin Twinkle highlighter palette is really nice. I use this for my whole face. So as a highlighter down my nose and as an eyeshadow, kind of to brighten up my eyes all the way up to my brow bone. Bronzer again is my friend. Just kind of helps take away that pale texture and helps matte my face out so they don't look shiny. I highly recommend getting a eyeshadow pencil. It goes on way faster. You don't need a brush. You can kind of do this on the go. It's super small. It just fits in your purse. And you don't have to worry about traveling with it because it won't break. I break a lot of eyeshadows when I travel, if you drop them or just getting rattled around in your luggage. So this cannot break, doesn't melt. Anyways, highly recommend. This is a great product. I could not recommend this more, especially because, you know, if you can't always afford to get your eyebrows tinted, I do have a video showing you how to tint them at home for really cheap, so you can tune into that, but I don't always have time to do that, so this is a really good go-to product. And you don't need to spend a lot of money on makeup. I find if you invest in a few really good products that last you a long time, you can get away with not spending a whole ton, especially brushes. Like these Real Technique brushes are probably all under $10. And you just wash them. You have one brush for each use, wash them often, and you don't really need to replace them. So I have had this brush for years. As long as you keep it clean, there's nothing wrong with keeping the same brush. So yeah, so that is how I do my makeup really fast. I didn't really time it because I was showing you guys how to do it, but on average, I'd say I'd spend 3 to 4 minutes doing my makeup in the morning, and I think that's pretty attainable. So yeah, if you have any other questions or have any other videos that you'd like me to film, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!